Hello, Armchair Warriors. Tom here with a brand new series, my Italian campaign in Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Ice modification version 12.0.3. Yes, that's right. We are playing Italy. Part of the Axis members, so we'll be partnering with Germany to help out in Europe and mostly take care of what's going on in the Mediterranean. A couple things I'm gonna say about this campaign is first off, of course, we immediately start at war. Italy starts at war here with Abyssinia. We're gonna go ahead and eliminate them, but then we'll immediately puppet them and this area as well here too. What is that considered? Somalia. Okay. I mean, I figured that's what it was, Somalia, but I'm like, I thought this all was Somalia here. But anyway, so we'll be puppeting Somalia and Abyssinia once we're all done in here. Because, in my opinion, there is no need for me to try to hold this area here. I cannot get supply down into here because we can't get it through the Suez until I have both sides of Suez. There's no way I can get supply into here. So I would have to at least puppet them and leave army, my military down here. But I don't know if there's going to be enough supply generated by Abyssinia and Somalia for me to go ahead and do anything of any great import down in this area. Would like to, but for me, the main focus will be, and we can go ahead and slip this to political mode. When we go to war with the Allies, we're going to push westward, try to get Tunisia as much of Tunisia as possible. There are, yeah, I was going to say there is some things here, some, as you can see, rares, some industry in Tunis. We got some steel out here. If I push into Algeria, we got some other resources and industry throughout here. I don't think I can make it all the way through to Morocco, quite honestly. It would be great because there's some oil out here. I don't think we can make it that far. But the primary thing is I'll try to get into Tunisia as far into Algeria as possible before war with France is over. I also push westward to take all of Egypt and Transjordan, this whole entire area here. Um, well, we'll see what happens beyond that point in the Mediterranean. I do have designs on not only just taking Albania like normal, but also taking Yugoslavia and Greece in order to help push my Italian empire to the previous limits that the Roman Empire saw. If the Spanish Civil War ends in the Spanish Republic's favor, in other words, the nationalists lose, we're going to be prosecuting a huge war with the Spanish Republic and hopefully take care of them. Turkey, we'll kind of see where the winds of war push us. We may push into Turkey and take them, and then end up puppeting them, so I can utilize their army. So we have a kind of a southern launching pad to go into Russia when that time comes. But we'll see how that all comes down. The biggest thing though is we've got the war in Abyssinia to go ahead and take care of. Let's go step by step though, real quick, kind of see what's going on all around. First off, I'm not going to worry about automating. Normally I do automate trade and let the AI kind of take over for a little bit until everything gets kind of green up here, but I'm not going to worry about that. Quickly, let's get this done here. Create a strike commando unit. Oh, cool. Yeah, something to tell you too. I have played Italy before a couple times. Um, in various different ways where I've actually held Abyssinia and tried to push down towards South Africa. Um, different things I've tried with Italy, but I haven't played Italy in since version 10.x. I forget where exactly in version 10 I last played Italy, but so it's been a little bit. There may have been some changes that I'm not aware of. We'll find those out together. So speaking of create a strike commando unit. I think that's just strictly a unit here. Who dares wins. Just get a commando. Sure. It's probably just something I'll attach to my paratroopers if I still get paratroopers. We'll get these taken care of too. Just because this is Italy and I'm not quite sure how it's going to go, we're going to go on normal, which as you see does have an increased revolt risk. If you want it easy, you get a whole bunch of benefits. Hard is where I normally play on too, but you see that's a 10% IC hit. I'd be losing almost 12 IC. So no, I don't want to do that. Let's just go on normal for right now, and we're going to do the same thing for everybody. Though I think I'm going to go ahead and beef up China a little bit. My concurrent campaign I'm playing in, that's the Japanese campaign, also in Black Ice 1203. I had just selected normal for everybody across the board. Um, I think the AI will have an easier time than I am just because of the nature of how the AI works. So I want to make China a little bit more difficult, present a little bit more of a threat and challenge to the Japanese AI. So let's go hard China in this particular case here. Uh, the Axis, as I typically do, just so they have at least a chance. A hard Japan I will be selecting should have a fairly easy enough time still with China. I could do very hard China, but I'm not sure how much more better that would make China per se. I need a hard Japan just because even a normal United States will present a great challenge to a Japanese AI out there in the Pacific. Doing a hard Germany again. We want to the AI needs to be up a little bit higher for the Axis powers, I feel, versus the Allied powers, just because a hard Germany versus a normal Russia, which I'll be selecting, still Germany has a difficult time, has a good time that first year in 1941 with Barbarossa. But once 1942 ticks around, especially the winter of 41-42, things get rather difficult there for Germany. Normal allies, which still gets them. I mean, they still get bonuses. Very easy. You know, they really wouldn't get too many benefits, but I guess they still do all around. But anyway, normal allies, normal Soviets, allied minors for these countries, we're going to do easy. Axis minors for those countries, we're going to do easy. And then for everybody else, we're going to go very easy. Okay, let's slip on over to our production. Interesting. Interesting what we have here. Let's do that. What are we creating here? A couple battleships, 4 battleships, a couple light cruisers, tons of subs, bunch of torpedo boats, and here are these strike commandos. Yeah, I think what I'm going to end up doing is just simply, can I even create those? I don't think so. No, it does not look like it at all. The interesting thing is, I didn't realize I could already build colonial troops. I thought that was a research that I had to get, but I guess because I have Libya, maybe not. That's very interesting. Anyway, these I'll probably add on to select units, Marines, paratroopers, something along those lines, just to help beef them up a little bit. So we kind of, I'm going to leave everything the way that it is there in production, including here. My goal initially, I thought, was, well, let's go ahead and build up some aircraft carriers just to have fun in the Mediterranean. But then, of course, the thought struck me: Italy and Sicily and Sardinia, or yeah, I think that's Sardinia, that's Corsica up there. They're in Libya. These are already floating stationary aircraft carrier. I can have bombers galore all over the place here to help protect. So I don't really need aircraft carriers. They won't help me. I can't get out of the Mediterranean unless I control Gibraltar or both sides of Suez. There's no way I can leave the Mediterranean. So it's like there's no sense in even building carriers to use elsewhere. So yeah, no carriers. Still gonna build up our naval forces. We're pretty good here with what we got, but I want to build up even more, a lot more subs. Need to build a whole bunch more air power as well too, if I remember correctly. Let's get our research going. Espionage, we really don't need much in the way espionage. Let's get this up to about 40 just to help protect ourselves. I'm not going to do too much into delving with everybody else. Our leadership, only because we're at war at this point, I think. Well, no, the war economy is a minus 5%. Why is it so high if our base is 29? Well, we have a technical specialist. That's our minister. Il Duce is 3%. Improved technology. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Let's get our diplomacy. We don't need to get that much in the way of diplomacy. 0.1. So every 10 days, I'll get diplomatic point. We do kind of need to beef up our officers a bit more, but let's get our all work done. First year, no matter what country I'm playing, even with Italy, who is the only country I think that starts at war with somebody. I don't believe any other country starts at war on day one here, other than of course Abyssinia, if you decide you want to play them. Um, so I first year I always start with nation to help beef up our industry, our leadership, um, manpower, just try to and supply, just try to beef up all that kind of stuff to get ready for later. Italy starts off at war right away. That finishes up in about 6 months' time. And then we have a period of peace for a little bit until we go to war again. In my case, I'll be going to war with Yugoslavia and Greece and potentially Albania. Potentially also down the road, the Spanish Republic if they beat the nationalists. But yeah, there'll be a period of time where I'll be at peace, and thus we'll need the extra everything to help be able to build the military forces that I need. So on that note, we just keep going through all these here. Everything that could help us. Medicine, certainly in that case. Industry, we definitely need all here. These for all our supplies, building supplies, which we definitely need. Steel armor casting, we'll boost that as well. Is there anything electronic? Radio detection equipment and radios. Sure, we could definitely use both of those. Combat efficiency and the reduction of delay between attacks, which I don't think the AI gets those delay attacks. Industry and industrial zone organization we need. Airports as well will be very helpful. I don't think we're going to be worrying so much about defense. I don't think I'll be building fortresses. But that said, if things go south in Libya, would I consider building a fortress, say in Benghazi or Tripoli or something like that? I don't think so. So yeah, I don't think we'll build fortresses. I'm not going to even touch secret or jet tech. There's just nothing I can get in there. So with that done, let's go to our military, our land forces, and we need to get them up to date. They currently are woefully behind the times here. We're not going to worry about deploying garrisons, so I don't need to get that going. Body armor slows us down, but it makes our units a bit tougher, which I think I want to go ahead and do. And this does this give us camel? It's trucks, light trucks. Does improve anti-air and AT. I mean, obviously, yeah, we've got civilian trucks. We have camels, horse transport, civilian transport. Well, I haven't gone that much further, so I don't know what else we'll have truck-wise. I'll hold off on that. We don't need to worry about that quite so much. Actually, we'll stop right here. We've got all our nation stuff we need. We started working on our military. Politics. Let us see what we can change up here. We're at war right now, so anything that is, we don't need service requirement. Good God. Let's knock this down to a 3-year draft, which we don't have that much money, so I can't make any more changes. We are at war, so the war economy is all we really need here. Heavy industrial. Okay, we're at war, that's why. Mainstream emergency conscription. Let's just go to extended conscription. That'll help boost our IC temporarily. How are we doing here? Oh, I forgot all the leaders. Well, the head is, I mean, he's the head of government. The head of state doesn't need to be Mussolini as well. Yeah, we'll leave Emmanuel in place here. Logical Crusader, sure. Yeah, I like that IC efficiency. Man of the people for health and education focus, sure. I'll leave that guy in place. Considering who else I can get, science guy. Um, this is for theoretical scientists. There's no and jet specialist. Neither of these guys is going to help us. I, I'm guessing Italians had jets in World War II, or at least we're researching into that, but that's not something I'm going to go for. Yeah, I like that industrial specialist. This is probably the best guy we want to utilize for that supply throughput. We do have to worry about supply down in Abyssinia there in the war. Yeah, guns and butter, sure. Naval organization. Who do I have here? Destroyer practical to get convoy raid efficiency. Ooh, I like that. But we'll leave it in place. What we got here? Ground attack, light attack. Yeah. Okay. So we're good to go there. Intelligence. We are going to counter espionage. We don't need to worry about our national unity all that much. Spy wise, let's just do military espionage, see what they've got there. France, we're building 2 light cruisers and two subs, 162 IC, so we're about on par with them. Once the changes go in effect, we should be close to 162. We have a better base than I have. They're 43, 143, I should say. Yeah. Military espionage and tech, but I'm not going to increase. Nowhere am I going to increase my spy priority. A bunch of cruisers and destroyers for Britain, which, yeah, just under 200 is their base. 232 is what they currently have. I'll do that military espionage and do some tech espionage off of them. Yugoslavia, I do kind of want to know what they've got going on. Albania, same thing. Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia, Denmark. We don't care about any of these others, quite honestly. Egypt is going to get subsumed by Britain pretty soon. So, yeah, we're done there in intelligence. Theaters. Just curious here. Where? It's one of these. There we are. So we have 2 theaters here. Africa and Italian. Which, honestly, I think that's good to go with those theaters. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Okay. We'll advance time a little bit here. And we're going to go ahead and save the game. There's my Japanese save, which I got to create gotta remember to create a folder for each separately. So I don't, not that I'm going to select one by accident and save over it, but I don't want to run that risk. All right, let's get it back into here. Top to bottom, we're doing all of our cool stuff, getting everything taken care of here. Synthetic plant. This will hurt our IC a little bit here, quite a bit actually. But I think we do need the resources, so yeah, we'll do that. Fiat, Dovin K, transport activation, truck transport. Interesting. Was an Italian reconnaissance car, World War II, AS-42, Sahariana, Sahariana, was developed by, I'm just mangling these names here. I'm not Italian in any form of the phrase. Let's do the truck transport, mixed brigade start, home front, bank, leader, and let's get us some, take what we can for medium shipping. We need some sort of naval invasion kind of type stuff because I don't think we'll be able to build. Let me check here. Yeah, I don't even have troop flotillas yet. Landing, so we got to build this. And we need 2 levels in this, and then we also need marine activation, which, yes, that's something I would like to go down and do. Okay, sounds good. So our mother, she was a pioneering scientist to help improve our research efficiency. What do I want to focus on mostly with our father here? Does he want to be 8% leadership modifier? I think we could go that route, yeah. Both my parents were scientists. My childhood. So if they were both scientists, they said read as much as possible. My childhood hero, however, was a famous soldier because I was like, I like all this, sure, I like reading and stuff, but I have dreams about engaging in war, and thus I became a soldier, much to much to the chagrin of my parents. All right, BIS. We will do science investment for a couple of years. Wartime measures. Okay. We have a war to range. War to wage. I can speak truly. Consumer goods during wartime is good to see. We're losing some more supplies. So goodness gracious, we're going to be down to quite a bit. But we'll get that fixed out here. Trucks, the Fiat, Dovin K, autarky, sure. And we want to do a long-term investment so we can get national highways going and hopefully railway, railway tycoon first and hopefully national highways. So long-term investment. We're going to do economics buying just for that IC efficiency. I mean, all in all, I feel no matter what we're doing, that's probably the best. Obviously, you can do some of these others here as you need, but for me, I just prefer the IC efficiency. All right, we'll let time pass a little bit further. Go back to diplomacy here. Motorized support choices, mixed support choices. New day is dawning. This is our leader type. Mixed support. So I would love amphibious armor, but I don't think I'd be able to put too much effort into that sort of aspect there. Infantry tank, though, I do think we will be putting some effort into. Recon, just for extra speed. We will do artillery and anti-tank. Righty, that's for a mixed support. Motorized support. We're not gonna have too much of this, quite honestly, but we'll maintain our recon here, artillery, and anti-tank. What other one do we want to choose here? Anti-air, because we will be facing that quite a bit. Okay, done. All right, so let time advance a little bit further here. Let's go back to production and consumer goods. We're still dropping by 0.02 a day. I need this up. Oh, jeez. I need this up to like 91. As I've discussed, in case people have forgotten or just aren't watching my Japanese campaign, for supplies, I like a base of 50,000 supplies. Pretty much no matter who I'm playing, though, if I'm playing like a minor nation, 25,000 be sufficient, honestly. I don't need a whole bunch, but for a major power, like Italy too, definitely need about 50,000 supplies. For each 10,000, multiples of 10,000 below I am of 50,000, I go up by plus 10 in my supplies. So whatever my need is, this is the base for 50,000 supplies. This will keep me pretty much at an even keel. Might still go up, might go down a little bit. But since I'm in that almost 50,000 below, I need 50 supplies more than what I currently am saying that the game's saying I need. So I'll go up to that 91 mark or whatever. And as I go up in supplies, I'll be dropping this down appropriately. So every 10,000 I go up, I'll drop this down by 10. All right, good to go there. Let's save it again. And let's see what we got trade-wise. Supplies for money. Yeah, we need some money. Oh, we're in the negatives already. Well, as soon as the new day hits, we are going to be back up to zero. It's a nice thing is when you go below 1, it'll automatically put you right up to base 1 or whatever, at the very least. We are going to focus on natural resources. We need to build that up. I forget what even we're using here. So we're using gasoline engines because that's what the difference is. I mean, we have a higher level in gasoline than diesel, so I'll stick with that. We're doing casting. That's right, cast gas. Do you want to go for light or heavy? Light aircraft. Here we can kind of look at it this way. With heavy aircraft, you have a higher air organization. Supply throughput is the same. Air build time is quicker under light aircraft. Heavy aircraft have a better air intercept. Hard attack as well. Well, yeah, hard attack is the same because of cast. Yeah, let's do the heavy aircraft, gasoline and cast armor. I kind of feel Italy probably dealt more in lighter aircraft than heavier aircraft. Yeah, I guess on that note, sure, let's do lighter. That'd be cheaper and faster to build. Well, we can do Vickers non-cemented steel, I think, an open hangar. Yeah. Alrighty, all right. Japan annexed Manchuria. For those following or not following my Japanese campaign, that's what I did as well, and it seems to help. I have noticed ever since this version 12.x that came out, the Japan immediately gets a annex Manchuria um, event that they can proc. I have yet, ever since 12x came out, all the games that I played, excepting my Japanese campaigns, obviously the AI, Japan AI, have always annexed Manchuria off of that event. So it must be like I have to guess it's maybe set to like, this is going to happen type deal. The strange thing is, besides the event that Japan starts off with to annex Manchuria, there's another event that pops up in a day or two that asks, do you want to maintain the status quo with Manchuria? Yeah, if you want to maintain the status quo with Manchuria, you want to annex them, or do you want to provide them, with extra resources, extra help? I believe that's how it breaks it down. Anyway, it's basically yet another secondary annexation of Manchuria. Somebody noted that if Japan takes both of the annex choices, um, they get like a doubling of the Manchurian OOB, order of battle, that comes out of it. The Japanese campaign I'm currently playing now, I did that. I went ahead and annexed Manchuria right off the bat. Got their OOB, got their IC and resources. By the way, it's beautiful time there. I don't know why I've ever helped Manchuria. They help me better if I control it. Um, but I didn't notice if taking the second annexation of Manchuria gave me more units on top of that. I really didn't notice that. Still only have like one of each upper echelon headquarter units. So I don't know if that's what happens. I'll have to check into it and see. Not a big deal. I mean, these are Manchurian units that are at best on par with Chinese units, but honestly, more realistically, they're probably below par, especially with the ROC's, Republic of China's uh, top tier, frontline troops. So it's not a big deal. It's not like this getting double the OOB is doing anything for Japan really. I mean, it gives them some extra. If it gives them some extra units, yeah, it will certainly help some, but it's not like that's the reason why China dies. All right, let's get to the next day here. Moving kind of slowish because I kind of want to let everything trickle through and pop up here. You can see we are in negatives. Now we're up into positive. We have a fascist militia brigade, yes. We want a normal strat resource experience. We do want revolts. My thinking on that is revolts are annoying, sure. Um, and I've heard some people complain about how, it's too annoying. But I think that's the point. I think the revolts, where they take over a province somewheres, is supposed to be that annoying, where it could potentially even be dangerous, where it knocks off, kills supply to your units, or removes a strategic effect, because they've taken a territory that you need. We're going to nationalize the private sector. Do we get the bad nationalization or the good compensation? We got the bad nationalization, so boo. Convoy raiders, we shall create them. I don't think it really matters terribly much in this case here. I mean, I want the Mediterranean Ocean to be mine. London Naval Treaty, sure, we'll gain one. And honestly, yeah, that's still at 0. Oh, this needs to be up to 97. Is it because probably lost some IC or the IC levels changed? Yeah, we're only one. I thought we went up. Yeah, I think we did. We're at 143. Um, energy. Where are we at? So we're losing 173. Well, we're actually losing 100 because 70 is being converted. We need 286. Metal, we're doing okay with. Rares, we're actually doing great. Okay. The crude oil, that's from the 70 converted. We're converting 70 energy into 7 crude oils, but yeah, it is what it is there. So I need to take a look at what needs to be built and stuff like that. Personality effects, yes. We got the road rail, everything. Current levels now 1% for our IC efficiency. Good to go. I can get some more stuff in here before I deal with these two. We're at 100% officer ratio. I don't need to be gaining 200 officers a day. Even though we're a war, I could spend some more time in our research. So we already picked everything in national technologies here. We could get rare materials refining too. Let's do that. Improve coal liquefaction. Yeah. Instead of a 10%, it should be a 7% energy to oil. I think that's how that works. I could be wrong. All right, let's look at artillery. We need to get some artillery brigades here. I need to be very cautious in how I spend my leadership. We've gained quite a bit, but heavy artillery brigades, sure, I would love to have that, but I don't think I'm going to have the ability to build them. We will have that kind of stuff. Tanks, so I do need to work in our armor. Anti-tank, we're in 36 again, so we have to be cautious what we select here. Now we're on to doctrines. I think it's Grand Battle Plan. Okay. I thought it was something better. I thought it was the deep battle for the Italians, but yeah, Grand Battle Plan actually makes sense. Just considering where Italy came from, they dealt with World War One, so all of their planning was based on what happened in World War One. Okay, we're not going to go with that. Yeah, there's some areas I'm just not going to dive into at all. Operating. So I need to work in here, I need to work in mobile. 46. Armors, yes, we're going there too. 50 is what we'll stop at. There we go. So we'll let everything kind of roll here. We are going to go with direct fire and artillery. Partisan suppression we will need. Military police, special forces. Are we going to get into that? I mean, I think so. I do think, yeah, we got mountaineers. Is it here? Yeah, we'll have mountaineers. Potentially, I'll be building ski brigades. Potentially, just because I'll be doing some fighting in Russia. We'll see on that though. That might be too much for me. I would like to have Marines, quite honestly. So does that answer my question then about do we want to go for Special Forces unit combined arms? It does. Same with the mountain unit training. Okay. So here, we could gain some descent big time, but help boost up some of our stuff. Like here, we'll gain 2 points in descent, and also 2% daily descent. But the consumer goods required, because we're in wartime, will drop it that much more. So we should be dropping our descent a bit. We'll also gain 12,000 supplies, which will get us to just just over 19,000, just under 20. So we can kind of lower our my manually mandated supply requirements. So I'm going to do that. Rationing, that'll increase our energy by 5%, which probably will help. 181 is produced. 183, so 170. I don't know what that percentage, 5% percentage actually goes on. If there's a base amount, it says 181 is produced, but I have a plus 50% for the home front and Italian-Soviet pact. So there must be like a base number here of energy that I'm not seeing. So essentially at 5%, that could be eight extra energy produced. Is that worth, let's say, is that worth the extra 20,000 energy I get and the 2 descent? Sure, let's do that. Let's just do that. Okay, so we are hurting ourselves there, but we are helping ourselves here. We can drop this down to 85. Actually, you know what? We'll just take advantage of this and just drop it down to 75 right away. Because we're going to get up to 20,000, which is 30,000 off. So 30 IC more is what is needed in supplies. That's where we're at. We need to boost this up a bit, though. Let's drop it down by 0.04 a day. That's good. And then make sure we're still producing something. We are... Let's just hit our reinforcements up. Yeah, get it as good as possible, just to help boost. Once this starts dropping, then I'll feed the excess into production and upgrades. Alrighty. The whole entire day has gone by and I totally forgot about doing stuff down here. Alright. Okay, this is where the majority of my forces are. Do we have anybody up in here? Kind of, sort of. But not, I don't think sufficiently enough. Where am I going? The capital here. Addis Ababa. That's where I need to head to. Probably want to send them here so we can attack. Yeah, we'll let that garrison sit tight there for now. Oh, what do I have here? Oh, goodness gracious. We've got a lot of stuff I got to work on. Got these passenger ships and the torpedo boat. There we go. Cut those in half. We're good to go all around there. I don't have any air power down here. Supplies. We do have supplies coming in. Okay. I have supplies going all over there. Good, good, good. Let's work our way first through. I need to get some air power down here. But let's first get some of these guys moving here. So we have 20 units. Let's drop him off here. How do we want to do this? Hills, mountains. So we can have you guys move that way. We can have you guys move down that way into the hills. You guys move that way. And you guys also move that way. We're going to get ready to kind of move like so. This armor unit, what are you attached to? Oh, that guy up there. Holy cow. Let's attach you to somebody local. Thank you. And we're going to come in through the hills and highlands. Yeah. Okay, so that is pretty much everybody except for the command structure here. We're not moving you. You are going to come down to here, help defend against the river, and wait, what do we have? There must be a core unit here. This guy. Let's attach you to that guy. Okay. little better command structure going on here. Okay. Yep. Everybody's down is all associated there. You, and in turn, you are associated. Okay, good. Who are you associated with? The overall. Yep, this guy here. All right. Oh, we got some leaders I got to set up as well here too. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what any of these things are. I don't play Italy enough to know what the different medals mean. I'm probably just going to put this guy in charge because he has the most medals. A lot of offensive and defensive. Yeah, let's just put him in charge. On that note, let's go through here. Oh, here I am. HQ defense, military police, we're taking off. Cool. And Commando Italiano. Probably do the same thing. Yeah, just, you have so many medals. That sounds like something that Italy would do. Not being mean to them or anything, but it sounds like something Italy would do. Where they'd be like, yeah, let's just put the guy, whoever has the most medals, put him in charge. Let's see here. East Africa campaign medal. How do we have that medal when we're not even completed with our campaign yet? Okay. Can we get associated to, yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, I don't think there's any, no, there's no core headquarters in this area here. So yeah, that is what we'll have to do. So these guys are all around here. Yep, they're all associated with this guy. Okay. Cool. Just checking to make sure that everybody has a leader running them. We don't here, so let's, again, I'll just put the highest ranking guy in charge. Kind of role playing it all that the the Italians are just like, whatever. You're not in charge because of you're not in charge because of skill or definite worth. We're just putting you in charge because you have the brass on you showing. Oh, we do have naval infantry. Okay, so this isn't a marine. Don't get excited, Tom. Okay, these are brigades. The ones that don't have leaders here are just simply brigades. That's fine. I could probably do something with those guys. Grupo Sud. Sud should be south, I believe. But again, who has the most medals? Yeah, let's do it like that. Here, that way we have better command and control going on here. So yeah, you are good, you are good, you are good, and you are certainly good. All right, Est is east, I'm pretty sure. Yep. It's good to see that we've got all this here. Yeah, get assigned to an actual core headquarter unit. I'm not sure why they're getting assigned to this. West, perhaps? So what is a mountaineer? I mean, I understand this. We got mountaineers here, but like you should be part of this group here. I'll do the same thing here. Throw a whole bunch of those guys. There we go. Glad to see that so many people are actually assigned to proper units here. Oh, this is interesting. So this is a specialized light infantry unit, but it comes with a light armor battalion. Mussolini has his own headquarter unit in Rome, but of course. All right, so we are set down below. Let's look at our air power. What do we got going on here? So interceptors, next to no range. What are we looking at down here? Is it even worth sending air down here? So 399 miles from the nearest air base there. 605 kilometers, sorry, kilometers. So we're talking 212 to 298 kilometers. Here, how far? 259. So do I have any bombers that have... I'm just moving, once I have the air selected, I just move out to some zone, doesn't really matter. And looking in the right-hand corner, lower-hand corner there, it tells me what the actual range is from what I've selected to the point that I've got my mouse, the province I got my mouse cursor over. And in parentheses, it says what the maximum operational range is for that unit. So in this case, these interceptors, they only have a 90-kilometer range. These medium bombers have 345, so I can actually send them down here. We'll rebase them, use them there. Yeah, do the same thing with these guys. This is only good for one unit. Okay. We'll send all medium bombers I have, those that have the range. 345 at least gets us a few provinces. I'll send some down here as well so we can help out in these initial provinces in attacking. I mean, at least we've got some sort of range. Yeah, I'll send these as well. Though they're not going to be able to participate for a bit yet. These interceptors, I'm just going to leave them be. Light bombers 270, that's just too short of a range. We might as well just assume that all light bombers are 270. Unless it's a higher level. Transport plane, cool. Interceptors, actually I think I started with more air power. Oh, naval bombers, cool. I think I started with more air power than Germany or Japan does. More medium bombers, good. I mean, I definitely have far more light and medium bombers. All right. We're not doing anything in Africa just yet. Basically our main attacks are here in Abyssinia. Once that's wrapped up, kind of play it by ear and see what we do next. But I can say definitively that Yugoslavia and Greece will be on in the cards fairly early on. Maybe 1938 Yugoslavia, and then 39 Greece, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, so I've got everybody moving at this point in time. That needs to be moving. We got everybody moving up here. Oh, naval power. I forgot to even look at that. Regia. This is the main one here. So let's pull that out. Let's pull these light cruisers out as well. Here, let's do that. Regia, Marina. We could probably... Oh, I got to pull these passenger ships out. Actually, let's do it like this. Group all you guys together. There we go. We got 6 long-range subs. So let us get these guys together. Boom. Okay, destroyers. Yeah, okay, good. We got destroyers, heavy cruisers, battleships together. These torpedo boats. We need to get these auxiliary ships out of here. And then with these torpedo boats, do kind of like that. I think we're good there now. We can put these two together. Okay, that's there. Here. Okay. We'll use them, those convoy raiders, we'll use them eventually. Long range subs. What do we got here? Coastal subs. All coastal subs. 27A. Zona Militare. Interesting name. Oh, there you've got their names based upon where they're actually located. That's cool. 26A, Zona Militare. So I guess the Italians broke it down by zones. 2021 Zone. Okay, interesting. Do I have any? I do up here. Passenger ships. Boom, boom. Light cruisers. So you two, we need to move the destroyers over. And then pull the seaplane tender off. All right. Coastal battleships. We're going to pull you guys off because you're not going to actually be utilized in anything. Got a float plane here, and those light cruisers need to detach as well. I prefer the light cruisers to be kind of on their own, not in with other units. Well, I'll work on it. Right now, we don't need naval power down in Central Africa. We're fighting at this point. We have a couple torpedo boats here. So I'm just kind of spreading out, or at least taking a look and see what my forces are. And then I'll better arrange them to my liking a little bit later here. So we're going to go like this. There we go. Well, you know what? We'll leave those alone for right now. Coastal subs. Torpedo boat. All right. And yeah, I already saw those. That should be it. Nope. We got some Navy down here. Passenger ships, and we'll get the light cruiser off of there. Torpedo boats. We got motor torpedo boats. Interesting. These light cruisers. Let's peel that guy off. So we'll combine these destroyer groups here. No, actually, we'll leave them alone. They're named. We'll leave them alone. All right, I think that is it for my Navy. And that's all I want to do for right now. I don't want to make this too boring overall and be like, well, let's get to some actual war, Tom. Come on. Let's save this game here. So we're making some moves. I don't think we're moving quite so quickly. The armor is going to move in to Makate quickly enough, I suppose. Let's go ahead and do Series A war bonds, make some money. Scrap metal drive. We're going to try to lower our descent a little bit here. I mean, we could probably use the bonus in steel and rare. And on that note, let's take a look at our resources real quick here. What do we have? So we got aluminum. Hey, aluminum is good for us. Build our planes quicker. We have some coal here. Let's go ahead and build up a coal field. Here, let's build up another coal field. We can't build rares. Rare materials refining techniques. Okay. Let's get our steel up as well. We'll hit the rares momentarily when we're able to. Here, boost both of those by one apiece. We'll boost them by more a little bit later, I feel. But yeah, we need to make sure that we're getting, plenty of resources here. We need to fuel our growing empire. Let's get our IC built up too. Yeah, I already boosted that. What's its base? 5. Okay. Oh goodness. So we've got, I want 2 coal at least in here and 2 steel. We'll get some coal, more coal in here. We're working on that. We can get some coal working on here. Let's get some steel working in there. Base of 8, yeah. Here, we'll leave that alone for now. We'll return to it. Oh, wait, nice. Rome has a heavy industry going on there. Let's get 2 coal, 2 steel, and then we'll also do 2 rares when we're able to. Here, let's get 2 of each again, and let's put an industry in place. Here, do 1 of each. Let's get an oil rig here for that puppy. More aluminum. Wow. I gotta check and see where we stand with aluminum. Steel. Let's put in some more steel. Let's put in some coal here. Some more coal here too. Put in some industry. Zinc. Oh wow, we are doing well. Gonna leave that alone. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so realistically, that's it. Just the one industry here. We're not gonna worry about anything down below here because this is all gonna be puppeted. I'm just gonna outright lose it, which I don't care. We're talking this is 3 total industry here. Not worth it. There's, I don't know how much IC is here or here. There's some coal and steel. So there's some resources in Abyssinia, but honestly, it's not sufficient for me to try to maintain that empire down there. Okay. Oh, over here we got stuff. One industry out here in Rhodes, Roddy, but it's Rhodes, if I remember correctly. Thinking back to my Third Reich, Advanced Third Reich games, I used to play those from Avalon Hill. Oh, the good old days. Construction. First off, we got our reinforcements. We got to address this a little bit. Okay, we're good there. Consumer goods going down by 0.03. Oh, we got to boost all these to the top just to get them out of here. Waiting for my first combat attack here. Albania wants me to buy energy. I kind of want to say no to that. I mean, we're making just 11 bucks. And yeah, that's not going to be enough. So we need to be careful. Okay, creation of battlefield commanders. IC wasted probably in reinforcements. Yep. Let's drop this down to 40. Do a little bit better in metal. That's good to see. Oh, I need to get to my utility window. And again, I really wish you guys could see the utility window. Really, really do. Because it is a very handy resource. Well, I'm looking at a few things here. For one, IC days, which currently we're okay at. We don't have any IC debt. If our current reduction is 20%, that would mean we're going to spend about 24 IC a day to reduce it. I'm probably going to boost that to 40. So it's 47 a day. But I want to take a look at our strategic reserve. So we're -1 in everything, with the exception of aluminum, where we have 2, and zinc, which I thought we had 1. I guess we don't. National focus, we're on resources, that's right. So we're in 4 days there. Okay. That's all I need to see there. Let's get back to the page, the window. Come on. Unfortunately, because I'm playing multi-screen here, trying to get back to the game. Oh, I hope it's not going to crash on me. There we go. Finally pop back up. Oh goodness. So days are going just swinging by here the whole entire time. I guess I hadn't saved. So we got those. Let's get our reinforcements up or back down to where it kind of needs to be. 26 is good enough. Yeah, we're 30,000 off, so that's 30 supplies. IC and supplies we need. Good. Instead of working on that kind of stuff here, let's start working on this kind of stuff here. Let's spend our ICs in building these three things here for right now. Petrol rationing. No, we don't need to. Let's lose a point in descent. The Military Academy of Modena. Dun, 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 was the first such military institution created in the world in the late 17th century, initially located in Turin, and many times reorganized. I really want to go through all the events and kind of, for my own edification, correct the spelling, maybe anglicize it a bit more. Meaning, I mean, I don't think English is the first language of choice for the mod developers. Nothing against it whatsoever. I only know one language and I barely speak that well. Uh, but I kind of want to make it, correct the little spelling errors here and there, kind of make sure that some of the events they don't quite make sense in English, Americanized English. So I kind of want to go through and just for my own edification, clean it up a little bit. But in this case here, initially located in Turin and many times reorganized even by French consul Napoleon Bonaparte in 1798, it was divided in two schools in 1927, the Military Academy of Infantry and Cavalry, located in Modena, and the Military Academy of Artillery and Engineers in Torino, acquiring the title of Royal Academies in 1928. Since 1937, the Military Academy of Modena has also hosted courses for the training of officers of the Carabinieri, the military police. All right. So we actually gain IC point here, industry +1, training base +2, gain leadership, 0.15 leadership, which that'll boost us up to 29.22. That's nice. And also A guns. We can breeze through. This is all the buildings. It just tells us how much we got. Italian OB events. Yes, we're going to go ahead and accept this. So between now and March of 44, which I don't know why it's that date specifically. I mean, Italy surrendered, quote unquote, in 43. I think it was in 1943, and then was taken over by the Germans and held throughout the whole entire length of the war, even though the Allies were going up the boot, as it were, going northward through Italy the whole entire time. It wasn't until war end in May 10th, I think, of 1945, before the Italian campaign was finished, when the Germans there in Italy surrendered to the Allied forces. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why it's March 44. I'm not sure what's specific about that date. In any event, we lose 1% IC, which, well, we can actually look at it here. That's going to be 1.2 IC. Not a big deal. Officer recruitment drops a bit. We lose some more supplies. Just when I got to 20,000. Just when I got to 20,000. So let's boost this back up to 85. Playing this back and forth game here. All good. We have a whole bunch of these things built. It doesn't really matter where I put them, I feel. Let's stick them here for right now. Yeah, so we got 3 of those. I like to keep them in groups of 3, just because that they can hold a unit, a division, quite handily in groups of 3. Excuse me. But basically, these will be our naval invasion vessels if and when we need them. Brazil wants me to buy energy. I'd rather buy it from nations closer to me. So not Brazil. What's Estonia and Soviet Union? How much money am I making? 7? 375 for 50. This is actually a better deal. 278 for 442 energy. I can tell that because basically it's like for every buck, they give me 21 energy. For every buck, $1.75 or so. Buck buck 90, thereabouts. So yeah, this is the better deal. Accept, decline. All right. Oh, we do have some land battles down here. Yay, yay, yay. The armor and these other units. So we need to have these other units come in and assist in that battle too. Let's see how all these divisions do. I don't know. I mean, obviously we're running rampant over these, militia, colonial militia units, but I don't know how well the Italians are gonna do. I have to pick my battles carefully. Again, our only goal is here, the capital, Addis Ababa. There is no reason to, fight anywhere else. Even though I am moving units from here to here, I am going to try a southern hook from here to move up into the capital that way. But we're going to try a northern hook up here, come this way down to the capital. We'll see which one finishes first. There is no. Used to be in original vanilla Hearts of Iron 3, but also in the early versions of the Black Ice, there was no reason for Italy to not stretch out the war in Abyssinia here, because obviously the longer, when you're at war, you get a lot of extra IC. You don't have as much descent, so you can build stuff quickly, and your guys are getting experience through fighting and etc. But the big thing is though now, I forget when it was introduced. One of the earlier versions of Black Ice. The longer you stay at war, Italy stays at war here, Abyssinia, the more negative modifiers you get. I think it's after a period of time. So the idea is you want to try to wrap up the war in the historical, 6 months or so that's going to take, May, June. If it goes too far down the road, and I forget where, I'm not sure where exactly, how long. I don't know if we have that strategic effect here. You'll start getting negative modifiers. It'll kick in and be like, okay, you're spending way too much time fighting here. It's everybody back home is not loving life here. Yeah, I don't see where. It's interesting. We have an Italian-Soviet pack here. It's giving us lots of materials. But yeah, I'm not seeing any sort of strategic effect that kind of matches what I'm talking about. Probably doesn't pop up yet till much later. Anyway, would it pop up in diplomacy here? It's our time. Nope. Ball bearings, blah blah. Highways. Invite Yugoslavian to the Axis. Huh. Interesting. 5 year. We have a 5-year plan as well. I know Germany has a going 4-year plan. Foreign uranium supply. Interesting. The RM Aquila. Oh, famous historical Italian aircraft carrier. I said I wasn't going to be going for that, but Oh well, let's see what we got here. Poland wants to sell me energy as well. I mean, we need like a bunch of energy here. Hungary want to sell me some metal. Sure, it's cheap. Sure. Till we get some stuff built. All right, we could probably actually speed this up a little bit further here because we are only fighting down in Somalia. It's not a big deal. Germany wants me to buy energy as well. So we are buying from Poland and Estonia at this point, energy. 92. We're still down by 90. It's not that big of a deal. We only have $1 to spend. So Germany, thank you, but no. Efficient laws, no changes there. Would like to make. Austria wants to buy crude oil from me, and Portugal wants to buy rares. Sure. That'll get us $6. Which means I could turn around then and buy some metal and energy from other people because those are fairly cheap. I'm glad I have an excess in rares. That's good. I see wasted and reinforcements. Let's drop this down to 20. There, that's good. Greece wants me to buy metals. Sure. I mean, we're shy 10 a day, but that's fine. We won here again, right? No, we won here. Oh, wow, we are moving. We are certainly moving. I have my bombers all set, so let's bring these two. We'll do a ground attack throughout just for a month. Actually, I could have had all these guys doing it. Come on. There we go. And how about you guys? Oh, not quite that good, not that far away. There we go. So just these areas will do ground attack. All right. Yeah, no sense moving my light bombers down because they would just have no range whatsoever. So they're attacking me from here. That's silliness. And we are desperately out of supply. There isn't much I can do about it, unfortunately. I mean, we have supply coming in here. Local supply is 13. We require 129, but can only bring in 26 a day. Holy cow. Here, we receive 6. We have 551. Required daily is 6. We can get 26. So, I mean, I can actually get some attacks going on here from the south. But yeah, up north here, we're going to be running out of supply. I obviously want to try to push south into the capital as quickly as possible before our supply situation is grave. But there's not much I can do about it. There's no sense in increasing supplies, no sense of working on the infrastructure. We're going to be done once we're done in Abyssinia, we're leaving. Fortunately, we're doing okay there. Yep. We will have you move up. Guatemala wants to sell me energy, but no, I don't want to do that. It's for reinforcements, I'm sure. Yep. I do need to improve my coal fields as much as possible. I mean, I could buy energy. Energy's cheap. I can sell, excuse me, I can sell my rares, which I make good buck for, good bang for the buck on that. My apologies for coughing. I have 12 extra rares available. So we can make some good money on that. And then turn around and be able to buy all the energy and steel I need. I can sell like 5 rares, and with that money, then buy like 100 energy and 50 metal. Okay, they're attacking me there. Which, haha, my colonial units are doing okay. Actually, this is not a colonial unit. That's a regular unit. This is a colonial militia unit. Romania with like 10, as I was talking about. 10 rares though. Yeah, sure. For 11 bucks, we can do that. I don't need fuel. And Ecuador, I'm not going to be buying anything from you. You are too far away. I don't have enough convoys. Which I don't know why. Here. Why I was doing that. Okay, let's get this guy taken care of. Boom. Let's throw another coal field up here. Consumer goods, we're okay in. Supplies. we can drop this down to back down to 75 now. The one thing too is, I mean, I could leave it at the full amount, you know, not leave it at 85, a good 40 above whatever I need. Just let that ride until I hit 50,000 supplies and drop this down, and then drop it down. But I just find that as I increase my supplies, if I just naturally drop the amount of IC I put into supplies, this will start ticking down a little bit slowly, but not in an equivalent manner. In other words, now me dropping it like this, we're still going to get a whole bunch of supplies for a few days until that kind of balances out. Being attacked there, but you lost. They're attacking me here, but they're about to lose too. Latvia, no, I don't need fuel either. Goodness gracious. Yeah, all these guys are out of supply. Sad situation. Again, there's no sense in me even building up the infrastructure, even though this is like literally a black hole coming through here. There's no sense in building up the infrastructure because by the time it gets built, we're moving out of here. We're done. So yeah, while these guys are out of supply, which sucks, there's nothing I can do that will help alleviate the situation at this moment. Well, I take that back. There certainly is. I can kill off units. I can simply say, just, remove that unit. There's no sense in doing that. Czechoslovakia wants me to buy fuel. No. Oh, we got. So you know what? We need to do that because I gotta. Actually, let's do it via strategic redeployment. We got the supplies down here to handle that. Actually, let's have him strategically redeploy there. Let's have him strategically redeploy there. He should be able to get there quicker than they can move into there. Lithuania, no. Not for one energy point. It's not sufficient. Okay, they're still attacking me there. Or no, they finished up their attack. That's what that was. Are we going to make it before they move in? I know it says February 1st, but it's actually much, you can see it's going to be much sooner than that. It's going to be today, the 24th, maybe the 25th latest. ROC, no, we don't want to buy fuel either. So 25th, all right. Money for energy at this point here, all right. So now they're attacking me up here. The militia against there. Airbase, well, boo. But we don't care, it's airbase strike tactics. Sure. See what you can learn there. We don't need to buy fuel. I really wish that the countries far away would stop trying to sell me stuff. Because again, I don't have... I don't know why it's not... Is it because we can't get anybody? It's here they're talking about. Can we not get anybody over? I mean, that's a supply. It's coming through here. I don't see why I can't get through the Suez. Yeah, the convoys are passing through here. Don't quite understand it. Why it's removing the convoy from here, the transport from here. Maybe because there's nothing here. That might be why. That might be why there's no actual things here to pick up. Okay, that would make sense then if that's the case. Major victory. Yippers. Good, good, good. You're moving there. You know what? We're not going to actually do any attacks there, so let's leave those guys. Well, here, let's do like so. Let's move like that. Let's have these guys just kind of move down to there. We're not bunching up here quite so much. Let's have all these guys also come down here like so. That could be a problem, is the fact that we're bunching up in one area so much the supply is not able to get sent out there. It may also be an issue with ground attacking. It's just using up a lot of our supplies too. So only our armored unit is attacking? There we go. Let's bring everybody else involved here. How about down south here? We're holding barely. Money for energy now. Here we're holding as well. I don't think we'll be able to make an attack across. Let's try. Let's see what it looks like. Let's just do it like this and have him support the attack. What does that look like? Not bad, actually. Yeah, since they've been attacking me, they've been getting worn down. So yeah, we'll actually be able to move into here. Regia Aeronautica in AOI. Africa Oriental. 1935, it was formed, operational headquarters of the Regia Aeronautica, created for the planned war against Ethiopia, which we're in right now. Its first commander was Ferruccio Ranza, replaced by Mario Agmone-Cat. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe that's their name. Agmone-Cat. In December 35, Air Command built 4 air bases, 10 airfields, received a total of 450 airplanes from old INAM R01 recon aircraft to modern Savoia Marchetti SM-81 bombers. I think we have the modern bombers right now down in Somalia. The bulk of this was composed by Caproni 101st, 111th, and 133rd for bombing and transport missions. Mussolini's air force was used intensively with complete air superiority against unprepared and unequipped ground troops, as Ethiopian soldiers only at this time had a very limited number of Orlikon light anti-aircraft. Sure, we'll lose a whole bunch of energy, which is not that big of a deal. Metal, which that's about a quarter of our metal. Rares, which is about a quarter of our metal, but we're still gaining. Lose manpower and officers. Yeah, that's fine. Budget limitations. Heads up. All right, we have A available. Yes, want to play AA guns. We want basic AA defenses. We want artillery focus. I want to upgrade my mixed support brigades. We want artillery. Upgrade my mixed support. The Milizia Volontaria per la Sicurezza Nacional, MVSN, or the Cimice Nere, was created on February 23rd, February of 23. It was the military organized police corps of the fascist state based upon the former Squadre de Azione, the paramilitary force that brought Mussolini to power. Its first commander was Italo Balbo, 1924, and rapidly the force was put under the direct control of Benito Mussolini, 26 through 43. MVSN climbed up to 111 Legione, regiment-sized units, using 17 to 50-year-old men, and was divided in various and specialized branches. The Militia Ordinaria. I'm not going to speak all this Italian. So basically, border guards, forest guards, urban police, railway station protectors, harbor protectors. Okay. 1930, the DICAT was created, protecting essential cities of Italy with AA guns. Another branch from the DICAT, the Milmart, was created in 1935 and put in charge of the coastal defense. The Regio Esercito, being relieved of this task from 1934 to the war. MSVN also raised combat divisions that fought in the Balkans, Russia, Libya, Tunisia, and Italy. Interesting. Government repression. We want police buildings. Let's take care of that. Veteran opportunity. Yes, yes, yes. We lost a point there in our IC efficiency. And OVRA buildings, internal police buildings. We will set them up. So we should have gotten a new unit here. We have indeed. Let me move them off to the side along with me. I've got this unit here. Do we want to attach it to something? Here, we can throw the military police like so. Mussolini. See if anybody needs a headquarter defense. You do. Okay. Boom. There we go. That's taken care of. And there's the air unit in question here. Do we have? We really don't. So I gotta wait till we get some better structure here. So what do we got? Medium and light bomber. Let's break this up. Oops. This group, medium bombers. All right. Now we'll leave it. I'll deal with the air later, setting it up. Oh, that was down here. So yeah, let's use medium bomber. Let us have it attack in this area like so. This light bomber, we can make it here, here, and here, so might as well just have it do stuff. Okay. Our armor is getting whacked there. We're in the mountains. That's why armor does not do very well in the mountains. New battle commanders enter the battlefield. Synthetic industry center complete. We'll lose 5 industry in Torino, so we're moving down quite a bit here. Oh, I do see we got some IC debt, I think. Yes, 2250. So we're going to be spending 50 a day. So that is 45 days, right? Yeah, 45 days at this current rate, 40%. We could reduce, if I jump it up to 60%, we could reduce the time a little bit more, but let's leave it at 40% for right now. We need to get our reinforcements up some. Yes. Quite honestly, I need to get my supplies up as well. So we're not going to be building anything for right now. That's okay. Yes, motorcycle recon, please. Upgrade motorized support. Infantry, yes, yes, yes. Germany wants me to buy fuel. Why? Redirect your manpower. So what does this do? So officer training. This allows you manpower reserves for either officers, research, or industry. We'll lose 250 manpower. For this, officer training, we'll lose 250 manpower and gain 1,000 officers. I don't think gaining 1,000 officers is worth it. I mean, that'll get us that much further over 100%, but that's not a big deal. For the excuse me, for the next year, then our manpower modifier goes down, but officer recruitment goes up. Factory workers, we lose manpower. Hit my mouse. We lose manpower. So if each of these is lose 250 manpower. Okay. That hurts a little bit. Manpower modifier goes down. IC efficiency goes up 7% points. Research efficiency goes up. Yeah, let's do the research this year, and let's let that ride a little bit here. If we can get stuff researched quicker, that would be awesome sauce. Yeah, this summer I've got a bunch of stuff wrapping up. All right, keep an eye on this combat going on here. Looks like our guys got some supply finally. I guess, yeah, breaking these guys up a little bit did help some. Oh, there's the leader in question, Mario there. Commando Truppe de Zara. Was created on January 1936. Garrison force to defend the city and port of Zara, an Italian enclave in Yugoslavian territories. That's up here-ish. I don't know. Oh, that's here. The originality of this unit was to merge various types of Italian troops, the frontier, Nacional, 3 different armed forces and armored troops, including L521 tanks and Lancia 1ZM armored cars. This unit's already included in your starting OB and will be reorganized in 1942 into an occupation force division, the 158th Division Zara. So I wonder if it's this guy here. That would make sense. So yeah, that's just basically letting me know that, hey, that's what this is for. It's in yellow. Units in yellow will be our historical type units that could be changing, probably will be changing down the road. So you want to try to leave them intact. If you break them up, do anything with them, bad. Well, it could break the event. So sure, we will leave them behind, or the way they are. We're not going to do anything weird and out of the ordinary. This is up to 97 finally. Good to see. These are still in the teens. I think that one we should win. This one we should win as well. We got bombing going on down south and up north. All right. Kind of liking the way things are going. This is good. Oh, that's the bombing force there. Okay. Basically just trying to knock them down enough that they're not going to cause any problems for me. We want... Which type of anti-tank weaponry will we use in our motorized support brigades? Heavy anti-tank or tank destroyers? Tank destroyers, I feel. So, some mobility. This is improving better and better. That's good to see. Unfortunately, we're running out of supplies, so that's not good. Yeah, I have a feeling we're not going to be going too much further here up north, down south here. We might be able to go a little bit further. We'll see. I mean, we'll move into here for sure. February 23rd. Goodness gracious. February 19th. Not really that much better. Dun, dun, dun. This should wrap up pretty soon. I see wasted in reinforcements, obviously. Knock this down to 15. Saudi Arabia wants crude oil. That's a surprise. Hungary wants me to buy fuel. No. The nice thing is, with the IC debt of 45 days, we will be gaining in all of our resources, so that is good. We won in Dolo, of course. Oh, actually, our one guy made it there faster than anticipated. This guy's gonna make it in, on the 18th. Deborah Tabor, we won. All right, so we're gonna be moving in there pretty soon. We got our supplies just in time. Spanish Republic wants crude oil. How are we doing money-wise? 3.7. That's good. Let's get these torpedo boats. We'll ship up to here. That's fine. Like I said, I'll worry about how I'm doing all my fleets and air units later. That's not important at this point. It's not germane to what we're dealing with here. Are there any other? I thought there were more passenger liners. There is. There's a one there, which that's fine. I'm getting my passenger liners moved in preparation for when I'm finished conflict here in Abyssinia. I want them ready to just pick up everybody and head up north. Yeah, we're just gonna vacate Abyssinia and Somalia. We'll puppet those areas, let them do what they want to do, kind of type deal. Like I said, there's absolutely no worth for me down there. It's they wanted stuff for money anyway. There's no real value for me keeping these here. We got 2 IC here in Somalia, not that big of a deal. Here we've got an IC. Here definitely 1 IC, but there's some resources, steel and energy. And here also we got some energy and at least one IC, but I don't think there's enough here to make it worthwhile for me to staff a whole entire force down here. And as you see with the supply issues I'm having now, just imagine when I go to war with the Allies, how that supply issue is only going to worsen. Badouin, we lost. It's okay. Interesting. I thought we were doing quite well there. Oh well. We'll let that go. You know, this is actually a pretty decent headquarter unit here. With the light armor battalion and armored car. Interesting. Okay, which one of you is faster? So you're 4. You're 4. So both pretty fast. Let's have you move there, like so, and then we'll also have you support that attack. Once I get here, then we can support the attack into Addis Ababa from whatever forces are able to move into here when we're able to do that. Not sure when that'll be, but we will figure that out. Crude oil, yes, we want some money. Goba, yeah, won that handily, of course. That's still ongoing. I'm going to win that momentarily. Again, it doesn't really matter what happened here. In fact, well, I can't tell them to go where to next. Yeah, but there's fine. This is all terrain. There's no value, no worth to any of this up here. No leadership. There's nothing that's up here. One at the Raqqa Littorio. All right, so I think we've got sufficient forces here. We got some more coming in. So we got 1 unit coming in. Let's move it to here like so, and then, I hate to keep pushing my armor unit, but they're the ones that are moving as quickly as possible. So we won there quite handily. Might things go well, might wrap this up in March. fuel for money. Holy cow, I will do that all day. We're at 1070, so about 20 days. 21 days at least. They canceled it already. You use chemical weapons in Abyssinia during the Second Abyssinian War from October 35 through May 36, which, by the way, May 36 is typically when the AI finishes up war. It's either May or June. Like I said, well, we could potentially finish this up in March, probably even April. Mussolini's forces used chemical weapons, which were banned by the Geneva Protocol of 1925 as a consequence of horrors of the First Great War. Weapons were stocked in Africa years before war, but initially the Italian command was reluctant to use that kind of weapon, fearing international retaliation. At the end of October 35, Mussolini authorized Rudolfo Graziani to use gas as an ultimate weapon against heavy resistance. 2 months later, Mussolini finally authorized Marshal Badoglio to use gas on a large scale. Early 36, Italian planes delivered large drops of chemical gas, mainly pyrite and mustard gas, against enemy troops, civilians, and Red Cross hospitals staffed by British, Swedish, and Belgians. International protests started in the League of Nations based on various foreign observer reports. Italy admitted bombing mistakes against Red Cross hospitals, but justified the chemical weapons use in retaliation for war crimes committed by Ethiopia. Mutilations of captured Eritrean askari and use of dum-dum bullets banned by the Hague Convention of 1899, which was a falsification of reality. So we could say use the weapons, which gives us for the next month a organizational improvement in land and air. Soft attack, we would lose supplies, 1,000 supplies, not that big of a deal, and relations would change a bit. Or we don't want to provoke, I think would be a better word, England. Yeah, let's go the historical way. It's not going to be nice. The AI now gets the chemical weapons issue thing. We will pay this time. Navy asks for more money. If we don't pay, daily descent goes up, naval organization goes up, or down, I should say. That's all my money. Jeez. Artillery focus. Yes, let's upgrade. Feel cool. Who is in dire need of and can pay for this? Really? You don't want to buy? Okay. Ireland. Can you buy one at least? Nope. We don't. So no one really wants my rares. I hate to sell fuel, but I don't think we'll be able to sell fuel anyway. Let's just see what Soviet Union, do they want to buy any of my fuel? No, they don't. Republic of China want to buy my fuel? Nope. It's probably a big fat no up and across the board. Probably I can't even sell anything at this point, I imagine. Yeah. At this point, I don't think I can sell anything. All right, let's not worry about it then. They can come to me if they want to buy stuff. It may also be a result of that event using chemical weapons. Everybody's like, no. Yes, it'll hurt us for IC efficiency, but yeah. Receive money raised by our financial program, so that's about $500. Nice. Snow eases off. Spring is coming. We're going to go ahead and get extra metal, energy, and rares in Torino for IC efficiency hit. That's fine. I grit my teeth, but nonetheless. So we're 20,000 short. We're up by 20. Let's go and drop this down to 66. There we go. We're still chugging along with that. Okay. That's fine. Don't really care. There isn't much that they can do with that. I mean, that's, yay, you got that. Tank destroyer upgrade. Yes, let's go ahead and upgrade. IC efficiency drop 6 points. Yeah. But for that increase in those resources, definitely worth it, I feel. Artillery focus, sure. Um, so wait, why are these? So these guys should only be moving into here. These guys should be moving into there. And he should be supporting the attack. What does that look like? Pretty good, actually. 55. Wow. Let's have these guys support that attack as well. Do I have people? Yes, I do have people moving into there. Denmark wants to buy fuel. I don't want to buy fuel, guys. Thank you, though. Might seem kind of silly to be wrapping up the war as quickly as I'm pressing it at this point in time. I'm fine if that's that being the case. Um, I just want to get my units out of here so we're not dragging down our supply, our manpower, our officer ratio. And give me a moment to once I get out of here, out of Abyssinia, give me a moment to at least then reorganize all my branches of the military. Yeah, that attack's not going to go anywhere for you. And you better move into here because we are knocking you down. Knocking you down in your capital here. Let's have these guys also move forward like so. I mean, honestly, I could move into Gondor if I want to, but there's no reason to. No real reason to. Let's merge all that together. We can carry 1,500, so I'll probably have to do multiple transports. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. That'll be wrapping up pretty soon here. Ordinamento Biostracci. He was appointed as chief of the army. Oh, wow. He survived the war. He's the chief of the Army General Staff in October 1934, highly decorated artillery officer of the Great War. He supported the fascist movement in Naples and assured Mussolini his troops wouldn't intervene against him. He was elected 3 times, 24, 29, 34, as deputy for the PNF. As a supporter of fascism, he made a rapid military ascension, becoming in July 33 Undersecretary of State for the Ministry of War held by Mussolini himself before becoming Chief of Staff of the Royal Army from October 1st, 1934 to October 7th, 1936. On November 14th, he issued the so-called Biostracci's Reform, a deep reform of the Italian army that's focused on modernization of weapons, motorization, and mechanization of troops, dividing forces between standing and defensive ones, like the Frontera forces. He organized the logistical warfare in Ethiopia and favorited the formation of MVSN divisions for the war. His program, perhaps too ambitious, was only partially implemented. Okay. Sounds good. I don't know what that does for us, but yeah. Sounds like he was a visionary for the Italians, but unfortunately wasn't able to proceed with his plans. Money for fuel. Spanish Republic wants rares for money. I will be happy to sell because I need money. Need money. We want to Addis Ababa. Cool. Yeah, I numbered them 3-1, so that was kind of a no-brainer, probably. That's the matter of actually watching them move into the territory, if they're able to. I do see some movement, though. Will they get into the capital before reinforcements from here get to move into there? Money for fuel, money for fuel. Man, the supply situation is just, ugh. We want to Addis Ababa. We lost the effects of the 40%. Oh, time went by a lot quicker than I was anticipating here. So we get the reinforcements down. Let's go down to 5. Yeah. Supplies, we'll need to go 20,000 up, so let's get down to 60. There we go. Yeah, that's good enough right there. We're dropping 0.02 a day. That's fine. So we're putting 30 into production. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 24. 25 and a half. Let's push. Let's push an industry. No, another coal field up. There we go. Yeah, it's better, in my opinion, better have the energy built up there. Another Addis Ababa attack. Japan wants me to buy energy, which I don't know. Now let's grow our monetary base at this point. If the Navy was asking for money as soon as it was here, the Army is prodding me next. I probably don't have enough money for that. It's going to be at least, well, I don't know. The Navy does usually require a lot more than the Army does. I got a pretty big Air Force as well, so Second London Naval Treaty we won't sign, so we'll lose the 4 points in dissent. Okay. There we go. Probably shouldn't even been worrying about trying to lower our dissent there, but that's all fine. You know what? Sure, we'll do that. We're best buds, Germany and I. Poland wants me to buy fuel, as does Romania. No, thank you. We're still moving into here, believe it or not. March 30th, supposedly, we'll be moving into the capital. Still March 30th, around in the morning, it looks like, or afternoon. End of the month now. Must be some weather we're dealing with. That's why the time is jumping up so much there. We're attacking Addis Ababa again, but knock them out. And because of that now, we're out of supply, so we stopped our movement wherever they were at. Oh, that's such a bummer. Let's pull all you planes out. We don't need you here anymore. And same with the guys down south here. Let's pull all you guys out. There, like so. Let's get you. Could have actually done this a little bit better, but it's all good. I'll figure out the plane situation a little bit later. Okay. can't move there, so let's have him move into it then. That's a shame. Just attack, force him out. I'll move there like so. We'll have him move up. Nice. So we lost high popularity. Well, that's a bummer. Natural resources have improved. Okay. That's good. Money for fuel, sure. So send the 7th Division in Africa. Black Shirt Division was created in April 36 to be sent to Abyssinia. It was a 7th Division size unit raised by the MSVN to conduct military operations. The division was above 14,000 men strength, including 8 regiments of the Kamiche Nere and various support units. Commander was General Guido Scandalora, a mountain fighter and high decorated officer of the Great War. Finally, the division was kept in reserve in Libya in the event of a conflict with the United Kingdom and Egypt. Sure, let's mobilize that division. We're going to be taking these units when they appear. We'll do that, and it doesn't matter about the leader at this point. We'll address that once we start going to war and stuff like that. I don't need to worry about it right now. We can drop this down to 53 now. Nice. That's fine right there. So we got 46. That is 70. So I need to push 2 more things up to the front. Let's do energy and energy again. Soviet wants crude oil for $4. I'll be happy to oblige. I'm glad I as Italy, I have these expensive things. We're up to 1018 in icy days left. We're dropping it down by 48, so that's 25 days, roughly. So we want to Addis Ababa. We're moving in. We should be in by April 11th. These guys are still out of supply. There's not a thing I can do about it, which kind of sucks. Crude oil for money. I'm not moving anybody else, though, at this point in time. Interesting that there's British forces here across the border. April 9th. What does Turkey want? Want me to buy fuel. Same as Australia. Looks like maybe April 10th. Maybe. So for the evening, overnight of April 9th here. So another day. Getting closer. We're moving to an attack. So now it's April 12th. We have a battle going on in Addis Ababa. That's why we're not really. Can they support the attack? I think so. Can we have you move in? You move in, and you support the attack. What does this look like now? Better. So, okay, so reinforcements got in out of supply. I should have been having him moving in from the south anyway. But it is what it is. We'll also have him support the attack. Political feuds within the government. Ridiculous. We lose leadership. Bummer. Let's push us up to 50 again. So we do have a bunch of units in reserve. I'm not sure why that is. Because my guys don't get, reinforcement chance 1.6%. I think that's a per hour basis. I need to research that and fix it. We're going to have him move in. Nice. He took revenge. I don't want to be moving anybody up north at this point. We just want to keep the pressure on Addis Ababa. So at this rate, it might almost be May before we move into there. Yeah, sure, I'll sell you oil. They're attacking me. Where? Here. Interesting. Okay. Let's have you two guys attack here, like so, and then come down south. I know I said no movements up north, but I kind of need to do something. Try to pin these forces so they're not running into Addis Ababa here. Yeah, night times the org levels are not dropping quite as quickly, but there we go. We're just down to one guy. He's dropping 5 an hour. Boom. All right. So now what are we talking about? Oh, soon. Very, very soon. Yep. We're in Addis Ababa right now. And we are going to save the game because we've actually completed quite a bit here. And we are going to see, boom, yep, annexed, conquer. Oh, I hit enter too quickly there. Well, sadly, we're at the point now where we're not at war anymore. So, need to get our goods up. Jeez, this is wrecking me here. We're mobilized in peacetime. Let's demobilize. Then now we can go back here and get our consumer goods back up again. Let's get our supplies up. 53 is what we need to be at. There we go. That's good right there. So I don't want to move out of that. We don't want to move out of 3. War economy. We want to move into full mobilization now. And instead of mixed industry, oh no, mixed industry. Yeah, that's where we want to be. Though if we go to consumer product orientation, that would free up even more IC, 15%, 18 more. It'd free up about, well, it would, if it drops it by 15%, that means it will go down to 4.6. Is that right? Let me make sure the math is right. 35 minus 35. Well, actually, yeah. So with our military, we require 27.10%. Il Duce lowers that by an additional 8%. That's where we get the 19.6 roughly. The dropping from full mobilization. Is it full mobilization? No, dropping from mixed industry down to consumer product goods. That's 15% decrease more. So yeah, that would drop me down to 4.6%. So that would drop me from 20 down to 4, 21 to 5 IC required. However, we would lose 10% of our IC, so we'd be dropping from 120 to 110, roughly. So we lose about 10 IC that way, but we would still gain because we'd be dropping about 15 IC there. So mathematically, that tells me I can drop from the mixed industry to the consumer product orientation, and we would still be good. Let's do that. Extended. We still need manpower. Let's do normal conscription, actually. And instead of the 3-year draft, let's just do the 1-year draft. There we go. Drops our consumer goods greatly. We can fix our reinforcements like so. Drop it down to that much. Okay. All right. Liking that. Let's get 1, 2, 3 because we're spending 20. So that'll be these 3, at least these 2, and most of this. Our IC, what do you call it? It dropped way so much there. Ugh. So we were spending almost 6.5 for Coalfield. Now it's up to 7 IC required for the Coalfields. All right, so we won. Let us pull everybody there, like so. Everybody is indeed moving. That's good. All right, that's all we need to worry about there. We can speed this up a bit more. We only got 3 more days. I said speed it up. 3 more days before the IC debt goes away. So neutrality happened. Boo. IC efficiency has dropped quite a bit. So we can look at the coal fields now. Yeah, 709. That's why. Reinforcement needs dropped immensely. Consumer goods, for some reason that increased greatly. Supplies, oh, that's because our IC just dropped precipitously. So we might have more than 2 days remaining because the IC debt is based on a 40% of our current IC, which at what I'm seeing in the window is 48. Let me check that again. Refresh values, IC days, still says 48. So 2 more days, maybe. We'll see. Propaganda fails, kicked in. Not that big of a deal. We lost 40% in effect. Okay. So we're up to 125 here now. Consumer goods are jumping all over the place here. I don't understand. We're at dead zero. All right. Supplies. This needs to be at 50. That's fine. Okay. I can live with that. All right. So we're getting out of here. Once my guys are removed, I will then puppet both areas. In fact, actually, I might not even worry about puppeting them just yet. Achille Starace, Colonna Solere, 1889 to 1945. He was a hierarch of the Fascist Party, or PNF. Something tells me he died when Italy surrendered. A former soldier during World War I, he rapidly became a supporter of Benito Mussolini, became vice secretary of the party in 1921. In 1935, he was authorized to participate in the Italian invasion of Ethiopia. He was given the command of a mixed group of black shirts and bersaglieri being assembled in Asmara, totaling 3,000 men and 500 motor vehicles. This truck column prepared to advance over rough terrain to seize Gondor, capital of Baramedar province. The Panther Man managed to cover 120 kilometers in 3 days, taking Gondor in the morning of the 1st of April 36 and reaching Lake Tana only 2 days later, securing the border with British Sudan. He wrote his achievement in his book, where you can find an extract speech he gave to his men. Soldiers, this is the most risky, most difficult, and most important venture of the campaign. Don't waste a shot. Britain is a rich country. Italy is a poor country, but the people of poor countries have hard muscles. The only way to explain the action of the English is that they thought they had only to mass a war fleet in the Mediterranean and Premier Mussolini would take off his hat and bow in submission. Instead, he reared up like a thoroughbred horse and sent his soldiers into Africa. Viva el Duce. Sure, we'll go ahead and get that unit. Interesting background there. So can we? Yes, we can. And let's get you Let's get you out of here. Yeah, there is Gondor indeed. He ended up there. And let's pull everybody out. IC efficiency is dropping even more. And wartime measures. Yay, we lose 2 descent. Not that big of a deal. I wish I had known. We receive some more money. We're up to 1,500 now. That's good. So I wonder how long we're not at war anymore. So I wonder how long the war bonds is going to go for. We have an uprising in Perugia. Where's that again? Oh, we have a unit there. That took care of it. Not a problem. I guess on that note, because we might be seeing more that kind of thing happening. Let me spread my units out a little bit more. Yeah, let's do that. Norway wants to buy rares for $1. Yep, we can certainly do that. Rome here. We can move him up there. Move him on down. Here. Okay, here. Move him over like so. Again, just kind of spreading my forces out a little bit just to help cover areas that could be at risk. Dun, dun, dun. Well, all right. How many units I got here? Not enough yet. Not enough to pick up, to pick up and move. But yeah, we're pulling out of the area. There's no need for me to be down in this area any further. We're just over 2 hours. So let's take a look here and see what's going on. Oh. Pre-war construction, okay. I don't think. Oh, we have some red stuff. So yeah, this kind of, I guess, because we're not at war anymore. Is that the deal? Well, at least I have some IC, some leadership plugged into it. The Proclamation del Imperio, slip officials, militiamen of the armed force of Africa and Italy, black shirts of the revolution, men and women in Italy and in the world, listen. With the decision that you are going to hear, executed by the Grand Consiglio of Fascism, a great event has happened today. In the 14th year of the fascist era, the destiny of Ethiopia is concluded. We cut with our shiny swords every difficulties, and the African victory will last in the history of our nation, full of glory, like the legionnaires felled and whom alive who dreamed this moment and fought for it. Italy has finally its empire. So, what's your net Caesar? Oh wow, lose organization, popularity, descent, gain descent. So here in this case, we gain organization, popularity for that party. We gain a whole bunch of materials. That's good. Relations change for the worse for the UK and France, but better for Germany. We annexed Abyssinia. And May, yeah, that's about when I would normally see this in my campaigns. We are still slowly moving our forces here. Let's do a strategic redeploy. And let's do the same thing here with you guys. So, oh, why can't we? Total of 2577. Okay, so let's start dropping off. There we go. So the ships I have here, this is all we can carry. I'm going to bring all these up into Africa, I feel, because these are all that type of unit. So let's go ahead and transport them up there. Let's just start getting them out of here. Egypt wants fuel, sure. We have small arms advance. Oh wait, slow down there. Small arms advance. Partisan suppression. We can't get that anymore, I think. Yeah, we can't get that anymore. Okay. So small arms, it's 1936. We'll keep that. AFE tracks, that's 38. We'll stop that. Military rations, that's 34. Ammunition production and additional supplies, probably all 34. Okay. Radio detection equipment's a one and done issue there. So there are a couple of things that we couldn't research anymore. For some reason, industrial production and efficiency and the partisan suppression, probably, because we have to be at war. Okay. But why? Both of these are also we have to be at war. Alrighty. That might be a reason to continue war for a bit as well. We only have $2,000, so we're going to postpone. We're going to postpone for 6 months. We don't have enough money to handle that, and we don't have money really to. I mean, I would like to buy get the railroad tycoon, but we don't have the money for that. We're up to 50,000. Let's get our supplies in order. Reinforcements as well. Okay. 34, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, that's about. 45. I'm looking at the wrong thing there. So let's push to the forefront. We are buying not much in the way of metal. So if I can, let's stop this from Estonia. And let's throw another coal field in the top there. There we go. Let's save the game. And actually, at this point, I think I'll go and call it. It's over 2 hours. We've gotten pretty far here. First half of the year. Italy's done what I wanted to do, which was to win in Abyssinia. Some of our forces got some experience. I mean, this group's probably the one that got the most experience overall. Quite a lot of progress in several things that you see. And I'm going to have to build this unit up, just like I do in my Japan campaign. I'm going to have to build this guy up some more here. I may split this in half. Keep a light arm battalion, then put like a motorized infantry battalion on each. Armored car in the second, and then throw in some extra, like some mixed support, leader unit, truck, transport, just to kind of beef this light armor up a bit more. But yeah, I think I could peel off one of these light armor battalions and utilize that experience for another unit elsewhere. Who else? Oh, you also participated. So yeah, you got a lot of cool stuff there. Nice. Okay. I mean, nice, but honestly, we didn't really have that much combat to worry about. What do we got here? Artillery carriage designs. That's 37 tech. Range finding equipment. That's 35. So we'll leave that be. That'll get us artillery brigades. So we'll throw that in the queue. We're doing okay there. Free spies. We need to drop this down to about 15. There. And diplomacy, we can drop this down to 0. We're good. Protocoli di Berlino. The Amity Treaty, October Protocols, was signed in Berlin in 1936, October of 36, by the Italian Foreign Minister and his German counterpart. In these accords, Germany officially recognized Italian sovereignty over Ethiopia, starting a collaboration that would lead to the Rome-Berlin axis. Speaking of this protocol, Mussolini said, this accord between Berlin and Rome isn't a wall. It's a board that every European state could join if animated by the will of collaboration and peace. Sure, let's sign it to improve our relations with Germany. get on their good side. And we are going to end it here at this. Like I said, we'll come back. I'm going to continue both campaigns at the same time concurrently. The Japanese and the Italian run kind of side by side. So hopefully I don't get too anxious on one campaign and thinking I'm in the other. Um, so far, pretty fun, I think. The Italians, I mean, obviously we did well against a, minor nation that I had on very easy. It'll be another thing to see what happens when we go against Yugoslavia, Greece, countries that have larger militaries. Though the good news is with Yugoslavia, we'll have a direct line to the homeland for supply. Same with Greece. Spain, that would be interesting. When the Spanish Civil War hits, I'll put my efforts into helping the nationalists win. But if the Spanish Republic wins, Italy is going to have a big decision. I think it's going to be invasion. We'll want to take over Spain and just make sure that we maintain the illusion of an Italian lake here with the Mediterranean. Um, we may making other moves as well. Turkey could be a long range goal too. I'll see about that. Like I said, definitely take care of Egypt, Transjordan, get Cyprus, Malta. We may actually do something about. I don't know. That's a lot of stuff there. Coastal fortification, beach defenses, pillboxes, anti-air. Yeah, that is going to be a tough nut to crack if I wanted to go for that. Same with Gibraltar as well, though. That more to do with, it's got a coastal fort and a fortress. No beach defenses, strangely, so it might actually be worthwhile to try a naval invasion on Gibraltar. But it's in the mountains, so it's like, yeah, that's going to be super, super tough. Again, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate you watching along with this other country here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.